Here's an example of a Dacum research chart that we did last year for the school business officers. You'll notice that it has all of the panelists' names, and then here is the chart itself. On the left-hand side, we will list all of the major duties. On this chart, it goes from A through H. So there were 8 major duties that the panelists identified. The first major duty here is participate in organization's leadership. You'll see that the second one is to develop the organization's budget, and the third one is to manage the organization's budget. You'll notice that each of these duty statements begin with a verb, an action verb, and end in an object upon which the worker acts. The tasks then delineate what the duties represent. So, for example, in participate in organization's leadership, one of the tasks is to participate in strategic plans. Another is to present funding sources. Another is to discuss the current organizational position, etc. So for each of those eight major duties, we have delineated several tasks that the worker would be performing. Now, once we have completed all of this work into this chart, then I will be sending you a survey, and you will perhaps be telling us how often you engage in that task. For this chart, we did ask them how often they perform those tasks, and you will see that about 70% of the respondents said that they participated in strategic plans about once a year, whereas 80% said that they participated in presenting funding sources about once a month. And you can see how that goes there. So as we are putting together this curriculum, we can look at this and see how to organize and how to teach that kind of practice. Let's go back to our chart. The other thing that we will be making besides this chart is we will be making lists of the general knowledge and skills necessary to complete this job. So it may be different things like different kinds of rules, policies, procedures. It may be different kinds of software that's necessary for them to understand. There also is usually a specific skill set that this job would require, as like the ability to change perspectives or to be detail-oriented. Another one that we will be capturing is the behaviors that this position would require, like being confident, being organized, being able to accept shortcomings, things like that, that you will identify. Acronyms will also be defined. The other thing we'll be asking you for is your recommendations. What should we include? What should we make sure that we include in this curriculum development? What do you wish had been covered in your education and training? So we will be creating this with your information over the next couple of days.